Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel, to Slowpoke Racing and to the Ultimate Racing League. And again, this week we've revived it, the Let's Talk 2 section, where we have a bit of a chat, 10-minute chat with one of the drivers. It's been missing a while. We revived it last week with Nath, and we're back on it again this week. This time we are talking to Andy Hopley, better known on track as Hoppers. Morning, Hoppers. How are you?
I'm not too bad, Mark. How are you, mate? It's a bit damp up in the Lake District, though, I must say, where I am in the world, but, you know.
Oh, of course you're up there, aren't you? A lovely part of the world, that is. Yeah, it's a bit damp here, but, yeah, well, what can we expect? It is England. But I think I'd rather be up there where you are than down here where I am. So, yeah, we're all good. We're all good. So let me just hit this button and get this racing. Now, I know you can't see it because we can't do a screen share, but I'm going to show everybody to give them something visually to look at. And I think it's his last season race around Nürburgring, I think. But it just gives somebody something to look at while we're having a chat. Now, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while because I know that you're a massive motorsport fan, into all sorts of motorsport, but you sort of lean more towards the British Touring Car Championships. You've also got your own vlog, for those that don't know. And, well, tell us a bit about that. Tell us a little bit more about this vlog thing.
I'll start off with, obviously, the BTCC. The BTCC is, obviously, Britain's premier touring car category. I've actually been following it for 25 and a half years, believe it or not. Since a very young age, yeah.
Man and boy.
That's the thing. I'm 36 this year, but I've followed it for a long time, and it's a championship I've loved to adore. And obviously, not many people know, as you said, Mark, I've got my own vlog page that I talk to various drivers from motorsport spectrum. It's not always BTCC. Well, sometimes it is.
But you do actually get to talk to the drivers themselves. I mean, how do you pull that off?
It takes blood, sweat, and tears just to keep it clean. You know what? It takes some time. It takes commitment. I'm not afraid to say I get a bit shy about things. I get a bit anxious, but
you seem quite confident, mate. Especially when I mean, I've watched it. I watch it quite often when you do the vlogs.
It took a while, 2019 when I started it, because I was fast approaching my 30th birthday. That's the reason why I started it. I thought, well, watching numerous car vlogs on YouTube, various people. I've got a mate that I've met over time with doing his own YouTube channel, so that gave me a bit of a, let's have a go, show the world my view. Yeah. And it started off a bit rocky, shall we say, getting to know what to do on camera, what not to do, etc. But as time's gone on, like you say, confidence has massively improved.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, most people, when you start out on something, you don't know what you're doing, basically, do you? It's finding your feet, really.
Well, it is, and it's also trying to obviously get people around who probably don't know the BTCC in a sense of saying, right, this is what it's all about. You know, it's a good day's racing. It's probably a good weekend if you do the full weekend.
Yeah, I mean, well, we did it. I know you wasn't there, but we went to Oulton Park. The Ultimate Racing League went to Oulton Park last year, and there was a fantastic day out. The racing is just amazing.
It's unreal. The only downside is, with me being a BTCC fan, everyone has to put up with me supporting Mr. Dan Rowbottom. There's a reason why. Me and him are the same age, and I've actually met him numerous times. I've chatted to his family because they want to know how I'm doing and such forth, you know. And basically, if you can't tell from my accent, I'm actually sort of a West Midlander. He's originally from the West Midlands himself, so it's a bit of a connection there.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's weird.
It is a great watch, and for anybody that's not seen it, I would highly recommend that you head over and have a watch, because, like I say, Hoppy does actually talk to the proper, you know, the drivers, and has a chat about seasons and stuff like that. It is a great watch, and a lot of information as well that comes out of it. Because yeah, as I've said, if you don't know much about BTCC, then head over, because you will learn. I am certainly learning.
You'll still learn, because we'll learn different things this year with rule changes as well, which I can't get my head around at the moment, but we'll go on about that another day. But it's not just me that does the vlogs, it's also my other half, Jen. Jen is the lifeline of Hopper's Motorsport vlogs.
Yeah, she gets involved in the background and sorts a lot out.
Helping me planning stuff, you know, making sure I'm alright, you know, asking how the videos were, and you know, just being there for general support really is what she does. Yes, people might say it's your partner, you're dragging her to the BTCC, but you know, at the end of the day, she gets on with Dan's family. She's good mates with Dan's wife, so you know, it's what it's all about.
Well, with anything like that, you do need a bit of help. You can't do everything.
You can't do it on your own, Mark.
You can't do everything on your own. Well, just moving slightly away from that and getting on more onto the GT7 stuff.
Yeah, of course, mate.
Have you got a favourite car or a favourite track in GT7?
Oh, well, you put me on the spot here. Favourite car at the moment has to be the BMW M6 Endurance. It's just a car that I seem to. I don't use it a lot, but I seem to like the look of it.
I think it's quite I wouldn't say an easy car to drive, but it's drivable, if that makes sense. It's
I'm going to be honest, all the cars on GT7 are easy to drive if you think about it.
Yeah, it seems to be the go-to car at the minute, doesn't it?
It does. It seems to be the go-to car in many URL leagues. You know, well, should I say leagues or divisions, whatever people want to class it as.
Yeah.
But it's just a car I raced it in one of the seasons when I was in the GR3 class. It's something I've never thought I'd ever race, ideally.
Yeah.
But I was thinking at the time it was a car I was really enjoying racing on daily races.
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, I'll. When it came to signing up, I thought, yeah, we'll use that. Why not?
Yeah, I was the same as you when they said I think we had to use it in one. Not was it last? It might have been last season before. I can't remember now. I think it was the season before, and I thought, oh Christ, not the BMW, but yeah, it is a good car. It is a good car. What about a track? You got a favourite track?
Yeah, the Nordschleife.
Oh really? You like that?
Straight up the Nords. It's a track I've watched so many times on YouTube on car vlogs. It's something I'd like to go and visit in person. Obviously, if you could sponsor me, guys, to go over there. No, joking. But no, it's a track I have actually had good success at in the past.
I think it's a Marmite track, isn't it?
It's a bit 50-50. You either like it or you don't.
Absolutely, yeah.
I remember racing in another league when I started racing on GT, not GT7, but GT Sport. When I was getting the hang of PlayStation, because I used to be, I hate to say this, an Xbox racer. Don't hate me for this, guys. Yeah. But unfortunately, I started my online racing career on Xbox back in 2016, so it's just been way before I got to know people like Mark. Mark is a decent guy, by the way. He's a decent commentator, just to get that out there. He's not paid me for this, but you know.
No, I'm going to say, I've not paid for it, not yet, anyway.
No, but I finished, I think it was 4th or 5th in that race around the Nordschleife at the end of the season, what in the league I was part of at the time. And I was quite chuffed with it, actually. You know, being in a GR4 Mustang, it was not the easiest car to drive around there, and it's definitely not the easiest track to make moves and overtake and hold up people to try and win the race before the timer runs out. But,
well, it's not the easiest track anyway, was it? 150 something corners, and I mean we're just watching you now going around it, and it is not the easiest, but.
No.
Getting away from sim racing then, and your vlog stuff, obviously. Any other hobbies? Is there anything else, or does that take all your time up?
It doesn't actually really. To be fair, it doesn't take up all my time. I don't race often like I used to. I used to race 7 nights a week back in the day, like I say. I also, obviously, you know, have to contend the vlogs, racing, work, because I work the evenings, so it's very difficult to have a day to myself unless I'm on a day off. But I also spend a lot of time with Jen, going out walking if the weather's nice, obviously, because we're surrounded by the mountains and we're surrounded by...
I was going to say, you've got the perfect backdrop, haven't you, for...
My other guilty pleasure is supporting the Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yes, okay, people might judge me for being a Wolves fan. Feel free,
well,
stick it in the comments, I don't give a shit.
Somebody's got to do it.
I know, mate. Someone's got to do it, mate. I've had so much shit. People have said, "Oh, I'm a Villa fan, West Brom fan, whatever." I said, "No, I'm a Wolverhampton Wanderers fan." I get stick off people for rival teams. I don't care. It's a bit of banter. I don't.
Hey, you support who you support. It's all part of it. It's always been a banter, isn't it? It's the football stuff. Everybody's got their own team, and
people don't like football. They have to like football.
Yeah,
you know, there's just a lot of, obviously, the vlogs and work and twice a night racing, because obviously I run another league, which obviously Mark knows about.
Yeah.
We do URL on a Sunday, and obviously the other league Tuesday nights. I won't mention the other league just in case people go, "Ooh, what's that?" But obviously you know what we're on about here, Mark.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, we won't mention that, as you say.
No, because it's you know, but we could do to engage people, but we'll put it in the description of here and such forth. But you know, it you know, the vlogs take up more time than it actually does, that you really think it does.
Yeah, I would imagine it does actually, because it's the preparation more than the actual the vlog themselves, isn't it? It's
you
getting
know,
all the information.
I'm waiting to start work, and I'm thinking, I've got a live video tonight. I've got to present myself to the world.
Yeah.
Is it going to go to plan? Is it not? But it does, and you know, sometimes it hasn't. But you
that's
know,
why it's a little bit different for you, because you're actually on camera, aren't you? I'm sort of hiding behind a mic. I can sit here in my pyjamas doing this. You can't. I did say pyjamas. I did say pyjamas. I'm going to ask you. I do ask everybody, so I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you as well. If you could change anything in GT7 or in URL, is there anything you'd change?
GT7, I'd say chat limit penalties.
Oh yeah, they are brutal, aren't they?
They are brutal at some tracks where if you go slightly off, it'll give you a penalty.
Yeah.
Going to URL aspect, there isn't really anything.
No, you're quite happy the way everything's.
I think there's been times where, you know, certain people put the attitude to racing and argue with each other. Is what I don't like.
Yeah,
that's one thing I don't like. But everyone seems to be okay, and you know, yes, there's times where races haven't gone to plan, but it's about enjoying it and about having a bit of a laugh with a group of mates you've probably never realised you probably have.
Yeah. Do you know what? Actually, that you're spot on with that. You sort of, I agree with that. You've met people. You've got people that you would, like you say, you would consider your friends, your mates, who you would never have got to know.
Exactly.
In real life, and it's tough trying to get a balance to please everybody. And as Alex announced, was it last week or something? We've got now over 900 members. So trying to keep over 900 people happy is a mammoth task. So
it's not easy. You know, as I say, with just go back to the vlog situation, it's not easy keeping the community happy. You're going to get some people that are going to give you hate. You know, I'm a strong believer of positive attitude and down to earth, as you can tell.
Yeah,
but not many people are there to enjoy what you put out there. It becomes a bit of a ball ache when I'll be brutally honest. Someone said I was boring and repeating myself last year. It actually knocked me for six, thinking, hang on a minute, yes, I was praying for the negativity to come at some point. That shouldn't really happen, but I kind of thought, well, hang on a minute, if you're going to say I'm boring and repeating what I do content-wise, why are you even following us, or why are you even liking the page?
Yeah. Don't watch, don't listen.
Exactly.
You know, it is a tough one, and I mean we get it. When we do the commentary, some people love them, some people don't, and you can't please everybody. But I think Alex and Dirk have done a fantastic job, everybody involved. To be fair, it is pretty good. I'm going to ask as well, because I've asked quite a few people as well. Are you on a wheel or do you use a pad?
I use the controller at the moment.
You're still on a pad, yeah?
Yeah. I find it really difficult, but the thing is, it's what suits you. You know, you might be quick on a wheel or you might be quick on a pad, but it's what is personal preference.
Yeah.
I don't have a wheel for the PlayStation, which is kind of sad to a degree. I have one for the Xbox, sorry. But
is it something in the future, or are you just quite happy to stick with the pad?
Just quite happy to stick with the pad and the faithful PS4 at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to go up in the world, but as time goes on, yes.
Yeah, you do what suits. I mean, there's quite a few people actually I'm discovering that are still on controller, and like you say, it's what you use it. I started on the controller, then I got a wheel onto my second one now, but I don't think I could use a controller again.
I think it would be daunting going back from a wheel to controller.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, if I don't know, say if something happened and, you know, like poor old Darren Stun's broke his leg, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Who's another competitor of URL, by the way, guys. He's now having to race on controller at the moment. I bet he's finding that quite weird at the moment.
Yeah, having to learn all over again. The only problem will come is if he turns out to be quicker on the controller than the wheel, then there's a big dilemma there, isn't there?
That is a problem, isn't there?
Do we sell the wheel? Darren, if you're listening, let us know.
No, but it's like I say, it's like learning a bike. It's in its own personal preference. I'll be honest, I started a couple of years ago when I was learning to drive and obviously passing the driving test. I started doing manual gears on racing for the first time. And at first I found that a bit tricky, but then as time has gone on, I found it more enjoyable because, you know, you actually feel like you're physically driving.
Yeah, you want to make it as real as you can, don't you? Even if you're using the controller, you still want to try and emulate that actual driving experience.
And I've got racing VR, by the way, if anyone was wondering. VR racing would do my head in for how many laps of a nice lifer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've not got that far yet. I think it's on the list, but it's unfortunately a long way down the list at the minute. We've got other things, but listen, Andy, I'm going to wrap it up there. But thank you very much for talking to me. It's been a real pleasure having you on. And chatting to you, especially about your BTCC stuff, and long may it continue. It is a great watch. So if anybody's not seen it, head over to the Facebook page and find Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs and have a watch. They are a good watch. So once again, Andy, thank you very much for joining me. I shall no doubt see you out on track at some point.
I don't know when.
What league are you racing this season?
Yeah, I'm in League 5 this season. I was actually going to take a break from racing, but obviously other things have happened.
Yeah.
I think the guys really wanted me back because I'm actually quite a likeable guy in URL. So.
Yeah, yes, you are. You're quite a popular chap, which is why I wanted to chat to you. And I remember actually you were going to pack it in, weren't you? And I was
for a season. Yeah,
there was a campaign to get Hoppers back, and here you are. So down in 5.
I'm back. I'm glad to be back because the more I thought about it, I was like, do I not? But then it was like
few fast guys down in League 5.
Oh, there is. Oh, I can't keep up with them.
No, well,
but then again, like I say, I just do it for enjoyable. I don't do it to, you know, say, look at me, I can win a few races. Maybe one day I will, but I do it just for fun. I do it for my own enjoyment. That's all I do it for.
Hey, listen, what do they say? If the fun stops, stop. So as long as you're enjoying it, that's what it's all about. And that's, you know, that's what we say to anybody that joins URL. You're here for a bit of a laugh, a bit of banter, escape from the real world for an hour or two. It's, you know, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Cheers, mate.
So yeah, thank you very much, Andy. I'm going to leave it there. If I can find the right button, there we go. It's this one. So yeah, thank you very much, and I shall catch up with everybody later on.